Cincinnati, and we all got really happy. Grabbed a bowl of that Skyline chili along the way. Then we rode on into Canton, scared the hell out of Marilyn Manson, and the party started happening. Hey, hey, hey. And in the middle of a Charleston night, we ran into Jessica White, and a little moonshine got us right plumb smack insane. And we're coming to your city, gonna play our guitars and sing you a country song. We'll all be flying higher than a jet airliner, and if you want a little bang in your yin-yang, come along. Well, we broke down in Greenville in the middle of a hayfield, but a Bud Light truck pulled up and helped us out. So we did headed up to Philly, partied down like real hillbillies, brought the music mafia and rocked it out. Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show today. It is November the 28th, 2018. Beautiful sunny day outside, a little cold, but hey, that's okay. As a big guy, I always like the cold weather, but you know, there's a myth, a common misunderstanding that bigger people stay warm a lot more than skinny people do during cold weather, and that's not so. Big people get just as cold as little people, so there you go. And, talking today, big news. Last night, Cindy Hyde-Smith defeated Mike Espy to keep her seat in Washington, and she is the first woman to get elected to the Senate in the state of Mississippi. So, big shout out to Cindy Hyde-Smith for keeping that honor and distinguished privilege of that. And so, talking about that, there was a big deal with all of the comments made by Cindy Hyde-Smith. You know, kind of like the issue over in Alabama with Roy Moore, which that was totally a different case because President Trump was not behind Roy Moore. However, he was behind Cindy Hyde-Smith, and the ones, the candidates, most of them won. So, the media, the national media, it was all talking how it was going to be a close race, and it never was close. And a lot of the times, they were talking how Mike Espy would be the first African-American senator in the state of Mississippi. Actually, that's wrong. Actually, the first senator of color was during the Reconstruction era, and that was Blanche Bruce Ed Payne. And so, the media had it all wrong. And so, you can go there and look at my friend renegadesouth.wordpress.com. I'm going to share that on my Facebook page. It's a wonderful article. Victoria Bynum did a great job of explaining that in her article. And so you guys can go check that out and really just see the history there. A lot of good history about the Newt Knight, the Free State of Jones there. So go check it out by Victoria Bynum. Okay, let's go into some sports news. And we got to remember our fine sponsors. Flickus Tax Service over in Taylorsville. They're a proud sponsor of the show, Raising Cane's. We got this awesome calendar. It's got Raising Cane 3 on there. And guys, this is the truth. Now, if you go by Raising Cane's, and you get one of these calendars, all the proceeds go to help the Animal Rescue League here in Laurel. Wow. What a cool thing that they're doing with them, and that's just awesome. because the Animal Rescue League has got a lot of cats, kittens, puppy dogs. It's getting close to Christmas time. Go by there before you spend a lot of money on the exotic dogs, I guess you could call them. Go by there and see what they got, because the Animal Rescue League needs to get these kittens and dogs out of there and get some food coming in. So go by there and help them out. So tomorrow we'll be live from Raising Cane's. The sports guy, James Pugh, will be back with us, and we're going to be talking sports. We're going to be giving our predictions for the state championships in Hattiesburg at the Rock. We'll also be giving our predictions on the college football championship. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Also on Friday, I'm very excited. One of our new sponsors and partners on the show, Miss Suzanne Williams, we're going to be broadcasting from New Look Antique Salon and Shop. Listen, I went by there yesterday, was talking to Miss Suzanne, and they had this awesome Frosty the Snowman decoration for Christmas. My wife loves Frosty the Snowman, so I said I gotta have it. So I bought the Frosty and brought it home, and she absolutely loved it. So the guys, go by there. It's right before you get into downtown on the right. They've been there for 7 years. We're going to be there talking with them and Stephanie McDonald of Sassafras Boutique. Sassafras, I think I got that right. If not, I'll post it later. So all of that. So that's going to be real fun. Going to be a lot of fun there. And, looking forward to doing that. And look, here's some sporting news. Last night, Mississippi State star defensive tackle Jeffrey Simmons wins the fan voting segment of 2018 C. Spire Connolly Trophy, honoring Mississippi's top college football player. And so this is the 6th year for fans to influence 10% of the award total, and the media picks that. And so Simmons was probably one of the most dominant defensive linemen in the country. He's a junior this year, and just an outstanding player for Mississippi State. He's from Macon and received 13,894 votes from fans, which counts, 18%. Ole Miss wide receiver junior A.J. Brown finished with 9,000 votes, and Jackson State place kicker and punter Christian Jacquemin was third with 8,561. So kind of odd that a kicker and punter was selected, but hey, it is what it is. So Simmons finished that and won last night, and the cool thing was Deuce McAllister was the guest speaker, and he did a great job from what I understand. He told the players to remember their parents, remember their coaches, and so a lot of hugs were given, and it was a pretty cool thing. So that's always a good thing when you remember those people, because they are really what gets you to that point of excellence, and just encouraging, and all of that involves in that. So some other sports news coming out of Hattiesburg. Now, Southern Miss has went through a lot of ADs, a few coaches in the last few years, and so the rumor is, it's not a rumor anymore, that John Gilbert is headed to East Carolina, a former rival, and so a lot of people are saying he's considering it, and it is what it is. Going to, I guess, a bigger school. I don't know how much bigger East Carolina is than Southern Miss, but going to the American Conference, probably just a stepping stone, and that's okay. And another news in college football, it's a few days old, but Larry Fedora got fired at North Carolina. And he's a former Southern Miss guy. So North Carolina brings in Mack Brown. So Mack Brown is the new head coach at North Carolina. Mack Brown was there back in the 80s and did a good job there. Had winning seasons in his last 2 years at Carolina. And, evidently he's 67 years old, but he's still got some years in him. And other news, some bowl projections. For Mississippi State, it looks like the Outback, anywhere from the Outback, Music City, or Citrus Bowl. And so, those would be good. Nashville is always a good bowl game. The Belk Bowl is always good. And so Southern Miss won Saturday. So there's a lot of possibilities there. It looks like that they could be going to the New Mexico Bowl against maybe Nevada. And so Nevada finished 7-5, Southern Miss 6-5. Of course, their game against Appalachian State was canceled due to a hurricane back in the early fall. So, some pretty good games there. And, it should be a cool experience for Southern Miss to go out to New Mexico. I've been to New Mexico. It's a dry place. Not a lot to do there, but hey, it's would be different for those that never have been. Also, the college football rankings came out last night. Alabama, of course, is your number 1 team. Clemson, number 2. Notre Dame, number 3. And Georgia, number 4. Now, Georgia coming in at number 4 is, they're playing Alabama Saturday in the SEC Championship. Oklahoma is at 5 and Ohio State's at 6. UCF's sitting down there at 8. So the Big 12, Oklahoma will be, let's see who the Oklahoma will be playing in the Big 12 the Big 12 Championship. Oklahoma and Texas. So if Texas beats Oklahoma, then and Ohio State gets beat, then you could have a big shakeup there in the college playoff rankings. It's going to be interesting to see. Ohio State will be playing Northwestern. Northwestern's always a tough game, so it'll make for a good day of football. So a lot of good games going on, and should be very exciting. Marshall's playing Virginia Tech in a makeup game, and so Akron's playing South Carolina. So these teams trying to get bowl eligible, so I don't blame them. East Carolina's going to be at North Carolina State. North Carolina State should win that with ease. So there you have it. So that's what's going on in the sports world. A lot going on. And, it's that time of the year where coaches are going to be getting mentioned for big jobs. And, Mississippi State sitting in at 18th in the college football poll. And, Ole Miss fans are wanting Moorhead to go to Penn State. Sankey called in both teams yesterday to say, hey, guys, you need to control the rival. No, Sankey, what you need to do, you need to go and get all your officials together and let them learn how to use, get the players right, everything, and just be more efficient. Because officiating in the SEC this year sucked. I'm just going to call it like I see it. It sucked. It was terrible. So that's what needs to happen. But we're going to take a